All 6 of these girls are claiming to be contortionists and only one is telling the truth.
My name's Molly.
My name is Ella.
Cameron, Olivia,
Emerald,
And I'm the contortionist.
It's my job to sort through the imposters and figure out which one is the real deal. Also, you imposters better try hard because whoever I pick in the end is gonna win $1,000.
Oh my God.
I'm nervous. Let's get going. Okay, this is round 1, and I have 5 minutes to figure out which one of you are lying, and as long as I don't kick the contortionist off the first round, I think I'm good. Okay, number 1. How did you get started in contortion?
Well, I first started in contortion because I was going to a dance studio, taking acro, taking tumbling.
So one day I went to Costco with my family and they had a Guinness World Record book and they had contortion in there. My interest was sparked and I would do gymnastics and then my coaches would help me move up from there.
I don't know what about that felt weird, but that answer just did not feel right.
Wow, I've been doing contortion and gymnastics as long as I can remember. My mom put me in it as a really young child. So from there I was doing acrobatics, aerial work, and then I started doing YouTube and learning from YouTube videos.
So I started off as a gymnast. I was a gymnast for about 10 years and I had a career-ending injury in my foot, which caused me to stop tumbling. And I started looking up stuff on YouTube, learning how to do it myself.
I was a gymnast and then I did acro gymnastics and then rhythmic gymnastics. So my earliest memory of seeing a contortionist was actually in a Cirque du Soleil show. When they came to my town when I was like 4.
I actually discovered flying trapeze at my summer camp, and then I finally decided to try a contortion class that they offered there, and I never looked back.
These stories are so good. Oh my God, you guys are good liars. Number 2, how hard or easy is it to breathe in certain contortion positions for you?
It's not too hard. It just depends on what position because of your lungs being pressed in, but usually it's not too hard.
Number 4,
It's not too hard because I do yoga in my warm-ups to practice breath work.
number 6.
I have asthma, so it's a little bit harder for me, but I find that it's not any more difficult in certain positions than...
Okay.
As a contortionist, I haven't heard about anyone with asthma doing contortion, so that one kind of threw me off.
I think it was a little weird for me to bring up the fact that I have asthma, but it just affects the way I breathe normally, and so it affects the way I breathe in contortion too.
Okay. Number 1, how long do you typically train for when you're doing contortion?
So I unfortunately work a lot more than I play. I wish I had a lot more time for contortion. I only have one day off where I really get to fully focus on contortion, take like a full training class morning to afternoon.
I'm suspicious of Tay because her story kind of just felt kind of off, and it kind of just felt like she doesn't really do it. I kind of feel like I need to feel her out a little bit more, so we'll see.
Okay. Number 3.
My gym has open gym about 3 days a week, so I try and go at least twice, but if I'm not doing that, then I'm doing my morning stretches. I try and do Pilates every day of the week, so definitely trying to get in there at least twice a week.
Okay. Number 5.
I do contortion every day for a couple hours. I do it at home because I am very busy with school, so I can't really get to a gym system.
Okay, that's all the time I get. You guys all have very believable stories. Right now, honestly, I'm suspicious of number 1 and number 6. Okay, the person I'm going to be eliminating, who I don't think is the contortionist, I think number 6. What do you have to say?
Well, it's gonna suck because you got the contortionist out the first round.
I don't think so. I think I got this one right. I really hope it wasn't you.
I think it's a little sad that I got eliminated because those answers were 100% the truth, but you know what, it's okay. She'll find out later that she got it wrong.
Honestly, the reason why I kicked her off is because she said she has asthma, and I just feel like in contortion, most of the time you can't breathe very well, and I just think that would maybe cause an issue with being able to do it very often.
I don't know why she was suspicious of me. She was suspicious of me and girl number 6. I passed the first round because obviously I'm the contortionist, but girl number 6, good luck to you.
Okay, round 2. Let's hope I did not kick off the contortionist already. Okay, number 1. Are you naturally bendy?
I would say yes and no. I feel like my arms and my legs, I've been pretty naturally bendy. I always was able to stretch my back, but not to complete things that I wanted to do. I feel like that's definitely been the muscle I've had to earn to work the hardest of.
Okay, cool. Okay, number 2. Are you naturally flexible?
I am, yes. I'm naturally flexible backwards, but not so much forward.
Oh, so you're only half flexible. Sus. Very Very, very sus.
Well, I did get voted Gumby Girl multiple years in elementary school, so have to be sort of flexible, but I struggle with my hamstrings a lot, so that's definitely the most difficult part for me, but my back is flexible, I'm really flexible in my shoulders, so yeah.
I am pretty naturally flexible. I would say I've always had a problem with my hips though. Like my coaches used to have to make me stay in gymnastics for an hour after practice, pushing me down in middle splits. It was bad, but I've definitely worked on that. And yeah.
Okay, have you ever had any back pain with doing contortion or?
I do actually get a little bit of back pain in my lower back that I'm working through right now, but that's about it.
How long do you think you'll be able to do contortion for?
I think about this all the time because I'm like, I'd be scared if I like woke up and couldn't do it one day, but I'd say 30, hopefully 30.
Okay, number 5.
Well, the cool thing about contortion is that people can do it up to their like 80s. So hopefully for as long as I possibly can.
I agree. Same. I'm planning on doing it with 80.
I honestly am getting pretty nervous whenever Sofie asks me questions just because I hate interview questions. I just get nervous. So I feel like she's gonna believe that it's not me or think that it's not me just because I can't answer questions like that on the spot.
What's your favorite contortion pose?
I would say ruffle is my favorite.
What's a ruffle to you?
So you're basically in a back bend and then you walk your arms through your legs and you kind of wiggle your elbows up until they're on top of your knees. And so your head and shoulders and elbows are through your legs.
Okay, number 4. I feel like that one didn't give me enough time. I feel like I didn't get enough questions. Oh my gosh, I don't know. This one I feel like is gonna be a bit more of a guessing game for me. I feel like it's between number 2 and number 1. Number 2 didn't really give me too much of an answer. And then number 1, if someone was lying, would they explain too much? And that's the only thing I'm thinking is like, it sounded like you were explaining a little too much. Who do I pick? I'm gonna go for, I'm gonna say number 2. Okay, number 2.
Bye. I think I just gave short answers because I was super confident in my answer since it was the truth, but oh well.
For me, if I ever lie, I normally try to keep my responses very short and sweet. So I do feel like I made a good decision with that, but I'm kind of nervous. I already kicked off the Contortionist, and if so, that would suck. Because all these next rounds would be for absolutely nothing, but hopefully I didn't. Crossing fingers. Okay, everyone drop into the splits now. Oh, my shoes.
Do I have to? Wasn't ready.
Can you do the splits, Ella?
It's been a long time. I'm not comfortable in my shoes, to be honest.
Your shoes? Honey, baby, sugar mama. These dogs, it shouldn't matter. Suspicious, suspicious. Ella, let's talk about that. What is it, your shoes that are in the way?
It's definitely my shoes. I feel like my ankle support's too much. Couldn't slide properly, so I'm not great under pressure.
Yeah, what's your favorite contortion pose?
It has to be anything involving some kind of extreme back bend, so scorpion, love it, those kinds of things. I excel at the most.
Okay, Tay, what's your favorite contortion pose?
I would probably say like a chest stand head sit. That took a while for me to perfect, and even though it's like kind of considered more of like an easier beginner pose, I feel like it was definitely one that I like to master.
How about you, number 4?
Y scale.
Y scale?
Mm-hmm.
What's a Y scale again?
Y scale is where you just grab one leg, hold it up. Like I said, my hips are not that flexible, so I try to do as much with that as possible.
Okay, actually number 5. How well can you breathe in certain positions?
I don't have any trouble breathing in contortion poses.
Number 3.
I don't really have a lot of trouble with it, to be honest. As long as you keep your chest forward, collarbones extended, that's when I really think it's the easiest. But overall, I don't really struggle with it.
Number 1.
I would say it's definitely a little difficult. You're taking very small, short breaths, so you have to be controlled when you're doing that. I just try and think about breathing through my muscles. So if I'm thinking about pushing through my chest, I'm thinking about the breath going through my chest while I'm doing it.
Okay. I think I'm pretty confident about this one. I'm so sorry, number 3. It was the splits. It was the splits. Besides that, your answers were incredible.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll miss you guys. So, Sofie eliminated me. I can't say I'm surprised given that she wanted us to jump into the splits in that second. I thought she was joking, so kind of missed the memo, but that's on me. I just really wish I wore different shoes, my God.
You know what? I feel like I have a pretty good suspicion of who it is. I feel like I might be confident about Cameron being the contortionist. She's been saying everything really correctly, but also Tay recently has been saying good things and her splits were really nice. But I need to remember I was suspicious of her in the first 2 rounds, so I need to think about that. But she didn't necessarily say anything too terrible. Emerald almost sounded too good. And also guys, we gave them a whole week to prepare their backstories, so they could have done a ton of research on this, which makes things really difficult for me. Okay, Tay.
Hi.
Who's your favorite contortionist?
I would say my favorite contortionist is gonna be my coach, Juliet. She's a big inspiration to me, not even just as an acrobatic kind of performer, but as a dancer and just a woman in general. She's very confident and very liberal with what she does, so shout out to her if you're watching.
Okay, how about you, Cameron?
Anna McNudie. One of my old gymnastics teammates showed her to me, and I've been following her ever since.
Okay.
Cameron said Anna McNudie instead of Anna McNulty, and Sophie's actually worked with Anna McNulty before, so she should probably know that.
Anna McNetty. It's Nulty. I just think if you're a big fan of her, maybe you would know her last name.
My favorite contortionist is Alexi from the Cirque du Soleil show Luzia.
Wait, Luzia?
Luzia.
That's the Cirque du Soleil show?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard of it. Is it a new one?
No, it's been around for years. I was kind of surprised she hadn't heard of the show Luzia, but maybe it's not one that's talked about as much. He's just my favorite contortionist. Alexi is.
You know, Emerald's answers were a little too specific. She could have just done a lot of research on it, which you can research all of that stuff that I've asked. So also her answers are a little bit short, but also the more and more this goes on, the more scared I might have eliminated the actual contortionist. So let's hope that's not the case. How long do you normally eat like comfortably before you do contortion?
I can eat at any point before I do contortion.
Okay. Cameron?
I'd say me too. I can normally eat whenever before contortion, but typically 20 minutes if I'm doing something like that I've never done before. That's too difficult for me.
So after eating like a full meal, I try and wait at least an hour and a half to fully digest everything. Otherwise I feel it sloshing around when I'm doing my motions.
Have you ever ate anything while being upside down in a back bend or in a contortion pose?
I haven't. It definitely could happen, but I would prefer not to.
How about you, Cameron?
I have done it before in like a handstand / back bend to get rid of hiccups, because one of my old coaches told me that if you drink stuff or eat stuff upside down, it'll get rid of it.
I've never heard of that.
It works.
It's not quite as easy as eating standing up or sitting down, but it's kind of fun.
Did you guys mess up and get 3 contortionists? Because these girls are so, you guys are really making it difficult. Have you ever gotten a contortion headache? Or if so, how long does it take for you to get a contortion headache?
I'm anemic. So I do, not headaches, but like I get super lightheaded, so I have to take like a 5 to 10 minute break.
I would say it just depends.
Okay, I needed that. I wanted to know that. You guys are making this so difficult. The person I'm going to eliminate that I don't think is the contortionist is Tay.
You're gonna regret that one.
Oh no, I don't like it when, you know what's so funny too? Jared just passed by and was like, I think Tay's the contortionist. And I was like, oh no, you threw it off and I don't like how you just responded there.
Jared might be right. Jared's a little psychic.
I really hope you're not.
Thanks, girl.
Okay.
See you soon. Or not.
See ya.
Yeah, she definitely made the mistake eliminating me, but I'm excited to stick around and see which imposter wins $1,000.
I felt really good about this round. The fact that I've made it this far, I really now do believe that I have this in the bag. I'm walking away with $1,000 today.
I think I have this in the bag. There's 1 round left, and I think it's looking pretty good for me.
Okay, this is the final round. The winner of this wins $1,000. It's all come down to this moment. My whole life has come down to this. Okay, Cameron.
Yes.
How long does it take for you to warm up?
10 to 20 minutes.
It takes me about 2 minutes to warm up.
Good answer. What do you normally do to warm up?
To warm up, I usually crack everything. Then I go upside down to let my head adjust to the extra blood, and then I can get right into it.
Okay, how about you, Cameron?
I normally do different plies, different plie positions, and a lot of swinging motions.
How long have you been doing contortion?
Only a few years,
Oh, how?
since like
how many-
2019.
Okay, so like 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you?
I've been doing contortion professionally since I was 10, and I'm 17 now, so about 7-8 years. And I was doing it just kind of experimenting and doing it for fun for 3-ish years before then.
What initially got you into it again?
I was a gymnast, and I did a couple different types of gymnastics, and then somebody was like, you should try circus. And so I thought they were kidding, of course. And then I tried it, and I was like, wow, this is actually so much fun, and it's way better than gymnastics to me. And so I stuck with it.
How about you?
I was a gymnast as well, and then I had my career-ending injury in my left foot, and then right around that time, my brother met his girlfriend, and her grandma was in the Circus Olay, and she introduced me to it.
So do people ever ask you to do tricks in front of them?
All the time. All the time. Literally everywhere I go. But I like it. It's my party trick.
Do your friends like think it's cool, or?
I think my friends are over it. It's mostly just like people meet like every day randomly. My friends, they get it. They know. They've been seeing me flip since I was like 6.
Initially, for maybe like a couple weeks, they haven't gotten over the shock of contortion. But then after a little bit, most of my friends I've been friends with for a couple years now, and they don't even notice anymore.
Okay, Cameron. I think I know who it is, but I'm kind of nervous to say, because if I get this one wrong, I feel like someone needs to take my contortionist card away, and I'm not good at figuring out who contortionists are and everything. The person I think is the contortionist is Emerald.
What? I think you might be right.
Can I see a demonstration?
I can prove to you.
Yeah! Yay! Woo! I'm not getting $1,000. I was gonna buy you guys all dinner tonight too.
Oh.
You messed up. This is hurting my back so bad to look at.
My name is Emerald Gordon-Wolf. I'm 17, and I have been doing contortion for about 8 years now, and I'm so glad I can finally meet you.
I know, me too. This is amazing. I love meeting new contortionists. You're really flexible too.
Thank you.
Anyways, guys, comment down below if you want to see me and Emerald do a video together in the future, a contortionist video, and follow my Snapchat if you want to see any of the behind the scenes of this video. Anyways, love y'all. Peace. Bye.